Hey, it's Johnny Dangers here. We're at the Oceti Oyate camp. We're up on the edge of Media Hill, Facebook Hill. You can see these are just created signs. Beautiful. It says, "This is not a floodplain, sovereign and staying." So we're gonna pan around, show you. This is camp right now. It's about, like I said, about 70% cleared. You can see some big puddles, but they're not too deep. And then the main grouping off of the main road is over there. So we're gonna walk into camp and kind of show you the progress people are making. So share the video out. And like I said, there was a roadblock. Some of the equipment you can hear. There was a roadblock out between, right about beyond the Cheyenne River camp, between there and Rosebud, but it was right beyond that. That's where the roadblock is if you're at camp and you're unsure. If you're at Sacred Stone, somebody was turned away that had food in a car. They're looking, the BIA officer said they're looking for people with tents and supplies like that, but they did turn away somebody with food. So they're being inconsistent, it seems, thus far. It was fairly tame when we went through, but my guess is they're setting up for a stronger setup. You can see a couple dogs playing there. And so I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you these signs. It says, "This is not a floodplain, sovereign and staying." So there's a lot of different opinions about what people are going to do here. And at the end of the day, people are going to make those decisions on their own, or as tribes, as groups, as they see fit. But yeah, that roadblock is ridiculous. Freedom of movement is a, UN right. People have the freedom to move where they see fit. And now we have both a checkpoint at the location on the reservation with 6+ BIA vehicles, and then we also have the blockade on the Backwater Bridge, which is still there. And then we have the secondary new blockade on the right in front of the hills. There's a Humvee on the hill, the Sacred Hill, that was asked when the governor's representatives and Army Corps sent representatives on the Cannonball Bridge. LaDonna and Chase spoke. You could hear that maybe on some live streams. So you can see. So this is the wettest part on camp. It's pretty soggy. It's also the lowest part in camp. So, but you could see it's wet, but it's fine. So, wet, and then it's dry right there. So it's not the end of the world. It's not that big of a deal for that. But people are doing an incredible job cleaning up the structures. So I want to give everybody that came out here and did that, let everybody know they did a great job, and they're continuing to do a lot of good work out here. So Army Corps was let into camp today to bulldozers, heavy equipment. So we're gonna make our way over to the always popular big Red Lightning Dome. So the skin was taken off of the dome today. Fine, I just tried to kick a stump one. I'm gonna make it over to the dome here. The skin was taken off today, but the skeleton is still there. So you can see there's a lot of straw bale around camp. So we're just gonna do a quick run around a little bit of camp and show kind of how clear it is, progress that's been made. I'd say 70, maybe even 75% clear. I mean, at its height, there's 15,000 people here. On the weekend, the veterans are here. 10 to 12,000, maybe even 15,000 people. Thanksgiving weekend. Huge amount of people. And then suddenly there was a blizzard and people were asked to leave. Some people were confused, didn't know that it was okay to go back, get their stuff. So that's why a lot of the stuff was here, obviously. No malice. Nobody leaves a book or a teepee because they want to. It's because they were trying to be respectful of that call, of what they interpreted the situation. You can see that's the kitchen over there if you've been to camp. So feel free to screenshot any of these images. You can see this is the teepee, and this is the dome. This is the dome where meetings would happen, music would happen, gatherings would happen, women's meetings, direct action meetings, just discussions. So you can see the skin's off, and I'm sure all that hard work, they're going to have this down very soon. So if you want other people to know what's going on, make sure to let them know. February 22nd, not acceptable date to kick people out of camp. They're doing a good job, and that's simply not acceptable. So we're gonna go through here and show it's like a black snake painting, and then eventually we're gonna roll back around to where the barricade is. So you can see there's a lot of straw bale around camp, so people can walk easier and suck up some of the moisture. So for those just tuning in, we're at the Oceti Oyate camp, and I'm just doing a tour around camp, showing all the progress that has been made, and people continue to clear structures and move stuff. Whew. So this is a side shot of the dome, Red Lightning Dome, and that was cleared this morning. So we're gonna make our way back now from where that is, if you've been to camp, to, yeah, this is like deep, to the main road, Flag Row. And Flag Row is where the flags are up. The main exit entrance is. And you can see, this is the remains of a structure. They're taking down wood. And then you can see we're approaching, we're going to zoom in. So that's the position that they have vehicles, and I think maybe even the Humvee on the road. Facebook Hill up there where we just came from. You can see those two flags. If you're just watching this from the beginning of the video, that's where we started. We're walking. So you can see there's a couple big piles of snow. There's some wood piles. And as you notice, there's, considering how many people were here, very little trash. So you've seen images replicated many times, making this seem like it's not well kept, and that's not accurate whatsoever. You could see the work people put in to build these structures, to keep people dry and safe and warm, and people are putting in a lot of hard work to remove and clean up camp. And they have asked people at camp to, if you wanted to come to the big camp here and help out, that's welcome. They are facing a 22nd 2 p.m. Deadline, but that's simply an unacceptable timeline. That's ridiculous. Remind everybody that this is treaty land. This is the 1851 treaty land. People have a right to be here. This is stolen land. It was never respected in that treaty. So you could see all the clear space here. You could see open air, open space. We'll zoom in. These are some of the equipment to move stuff out of camp. So we're gonna keep making our way forward here. You can see some of the wood piles, the remains. People are still here, so using some wood. But there really is incredible effort being made here to move stuff. Can't stress that enough. A lot of hard work went into building these structures, a lot of care, and the same care is being made sure that these structures are moved if they're wanting to be moved, so that, you know, the river isn't inundated and stuff like that, which most people know is a possibility, but later in the season, freak occurrences of ice, but not something a lot of people respect. So you can see they're taking down these structures. We got a snow pile here. You can see how dry it is, though. If you've heard about flooding and all of this, you can see how dry, you know. There's areas of wetness, but we're in the middle of winter. So if you were expecting to see camp, you know, one would expect a lot more snow, a lot more debris from all the propaganda you've seen, but incredible job by people to clean stuff up. So we're on the main road here, and we're gonna walk up Old Flag Row. You can see, if you recognize this part as you're going back to Oglala Camp and Flag Row back into camp, all empty. You can see all empty. There's nothing there. So those two structures built a long time ago. So we're gonna walk up, and then we're gonna do a quick jaunt to the barricade. So make sure, you know, leave your comments, where you're from. Like I've said in the past, if you're a water protector, you got to know where your water comes from. So post the name of your watershed, and I'm gonna make my way up to the old main entrance, and then we're gonna walk up the road a little bit, and show you the barricade, and then we're gonna double back around. Oh. So it's definitely muddy. It's springtime, but overall a lot drier than people would expect from what they've been being told. So just wanted to give everybody a unedited view, show all the hard work, exactly what camp looks like currently, and making way back up to the main entrance. So you can see up on top of the hill, they've set up new vehicles, comms tower up there. That's a hill they've been specifically told not to put things on. They're not respecting that whatsoever. You'll notice a lot of the flags have been taken down. There are some that remain. So it's a little bit jumpy. We're walking on ice and mud and water, winter roadway. So you can see those are some of the heavy machinery bought in. Unsure who that is. They're going towards the barricade. That could be Army Corps, maybe. Unsure. So we're gonna go up. So you can see we're near the main entrance now. You can see the security there. Those are the big heavy machinery. So you can see Oceti, Oyate, treaties, Mani, Wachoni. So we saw a satellite van, looks like CBS is up here. And if we can cut it off, we'll show you some of that heavy machinery going by. I don't want to slip in this mud though. So share the video out, make sure people know up to date what camp looks like, situation. Want to let people know that there's a lot of rumors, inaccurate, the camp's being raided, issues like that. That seems to kind of be like a chain email type of setup, saying media's in here. That's mostly accurate. Standoff on the bridge. That's not accurate. So if you see that, don't believe that. Try to get somebody that's actually here. Let you know what's going on. What was that?
You with media?
Yeah, I am. I'm from Sacred Stone. I'm head media over there.
What are you doing right now?
I was just gonna do a live stream going over the barricade. So. Well, whatever the new little thing is. You know, are these the Army Corps people that got let in?
Yeah. Don't get any of the license plates while people are sitting here up there.
All right. Yeah, I know not to. I don't get any people in these shots. So we're gonna go up to the barricade, and so we're gonna show these are. So you can see these are some of the things. So we're walking. That's on the hill. You can see where Last Child's camp was, where the raid was. So we're gonna walk towards the barricade. You can see some of the flags. You can see the. You can see the lights that you've seen on my other things. So these are going towards the barricade. So I was told it sounds like these are Army Corps equipment that was moving stuff today. So, okay, so we're up on the road now on the side, and we're gonna. These were coming out of camp. It's past 5 o'clock. So you can see this is the edge of camp, very cleared out. I did a live stream the other day. So we're gonna walk up to the barricade area. Not too close. We were there the other day. So we're gonna go up, there's a news truck. You could see edge of camp. You can see a big satellite here. So I've been told that these are Army Corps vehicles. They are going towards the barricade. Leads me to believe that is what they are. So you can see this is a gigantic satellite truck. It looks like it's CBS we saw earlier. Now, okay, we're gonna go up there. We're gonna see how good of a shot we can get of this Humvee, this military vehicle, because this is the vehicle that I showed earlier. So you see that? You want a screenshot? Feel free to screenshot these images, share them. So there's a big news truck here. It looks like he's got a Steadicam tripod on the bridge. So you can see, looks like local ABC 5 news. And you can see a full stream of camp. So you can hear some shouts and cheers. let everybody know Sacred Stone, of course, was given a 10-day eviction notice of trespass. Even LaDonna could be given a trespass for being on her own land, spending her family for generations. And sounds like those are just Army Corps.
I have no idea, man. Probably.
Right. So those vehicles are going through the barricade. Can't confirm they are, but we're told Army Corps was okay. So you can hear some Michael Jackson far away. So we're gonna go up. You can see. So I'm well within camp. You can see I'm right off the main highway. You can see those vehicles are following. They're leaving camp. You can see dapple spotlights. They're screwing up the feed on top. So we're gonna zoom into the Humvee again. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna screenshot right now. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. So I would estimate I'm about 50, 60 yards away. You can see an officer walking up the bank. All right,